How are we doing, guys? It's Tom back at Rugby Rants, and I'm here with
me,
with the one and only,
with me,
the goats,
the press, the
The
one,
press.
the only,
the legend, the
the
man,
legend.
the myth.
Too right. No, that was my dad. But anyway,
Press.
yeah,
Guys, we are Rugby Rants, and we are bringing you everything rugby, from the good, the bad, the indifferent from the World Cup, and we are going to talk to you right now about the Scotland-Romania game.
great game.
Cricket score. The one thing that springs to mind is cricket score.
Cricket score, but man, it was exciting to watch.
Just every play something happened. Every play.
Yeah. Well, the big thing that I turn to when it comes to Scotland and Scottish rugby and is the overhaul. You go back 10 years, nobody spoke about Scotland when they spoke about rugby.
Oh, no.
And now, Six Nations contenders.
Oh, mate, Gregor Townsend's done a phenomenal job.
He was a legend, man. You know, I mean, I think he's brought a lot of heart, a lot of soul, a lot of passion.
Yeah, massive.
And belief. A lot of belief into the game. Because it was traditionally, like, if Scotland were up with 10 minutes to go, something would happen. Something tragic would happen. And it would just sort of all fall apart. And you kind of expected them to lose it in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they've always had good quality stock.
Oh, yeah.
They've never had bad players.
No.
It was just they weren't able to play together. And now I think they've got probably one of the best dynamics in world rugby, if I'm perfectly honest.
They've got a great team. But I think the difference is that to those boys, they're not a team, they're a family.
Yeah. And that makes a huge difference.
And it's your pride, passion, and power. The 3 Ps.
The 3 Ps.
3 Ps. I think that is what Scotland live by.
Yeah.
And they will haunt you. Right. They will chew your bootlaces off to stop you. They will. They will. And I was so nice in this game to see them at their absolute full potential.
Open up, running out, just different level lines coming through.
Different level lines. Mate, right? Right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I spoke in the last video about naming players that aren't very often named or maybe overshadowed. This might not be the right word because it's not a nice word to use, but aren't in the spotlight when it comes to you get your superstars in every team.
Yeah.
And Darcy Graham.
Mate, different levels.
It was. I mean, when coaches talk to youngsters in the backs about picking up lines, running angles, when to straighten up, when not to straighten up, that there is a textbook example of how you do it. Because Jesus Christ, sorry if anybody's offended by that, but oh my God.
Guy was ridiculous, and he is lightning.
Stupid quick. I don't think we've actually seen him at his full potential in a game.
He couldn't beat me in 100 metres, just saying.
He couldn't beat you in 100 metres? Not if there was a buffet on, he couldn't.
What's your point?
He's a big boy, mate.
Hollow legs, mate. Hollow legs.
I tell you what, right? You should see him when there's food on. He looks like he's in the starting blocks. Martin Johnson wouldn't have touched him.
Anyway.
It's the truth, mate. You'd have beaten Usain Bolt to a donut.
Bruh. Don't. I can't. I'm done. I am done. Right, back
anyway,
to the topic. Darcy Graham. Not as quick as me yet.
Darcy Graham, nowhere near as quick as Tom. But do you know? Should I tell you who reminded me of?
Darcy Graham?
Yeah.
Right, go on.
Jason Robinson.
Yeah.
Just picking up the lines.
Just emulated everything that Billy Wiz stood for and what he did and how he ran lines. And
yeah. Great game, mate.
Yeah. Bravo.
You have to bet. I'm getting used to this new
stand
contraption.
That's a big word.
I can't spell it.
You can barely say it.
I know. But yeah, Darcy Graham, hats off, mate, because you had an opportunity to shine on the weekend, and you did.
Oh, yeah.
And he did.
Put his number out there for contender for that 14 shirt.
Yeah, definitely. It was just so nice to see him let loose a little bit and not have to stick to sort of game plan as such.
No, I mean, you get with that sort of. I don't know how to explain it. Like the player he is going to go off instinct.
Yeah, yeah,
so
of course.
So if you've got 10, or if you're running off 9,
yep.
he's going to say 9, 12, and he's coming in off his wing to come and take a ball off 12. Do you know what I mean?
At full tilt.
Full tilt, instinct.
Yeah.
You
can't teach it.
Instinct.
No, you can't teach it. Certain things, players are born with certain things. I mean, this is what's great about rugby. It's a game for every type. Tall, short, big, small, slow, fast, whatever the situation is. There's a specialist role for you.
Yeah.
And he played that.
Fast and looking good doing it.
And looking good doing it. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the bleach blonde hair.
Lord.
But do you think?
Oh, yeah. Mate, I think Scotland have got 2 of the best looking players in the world.
Well, who's the other one?
Duan van der Merwe.
Duan van der Merwe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would have liked to have seen what Duan could have done on the pitch, but at the same time, I was so chuffed for Steyn and Lado to. So I'm just sort of I'm recapping the game in my head.
Yeah.
For Steyn and Darcy Graham to show what they're actually capable of.
Yeah.
To have a bit of room to move, to have a bit of freedom to be able to, put the ankle breaking steps in and literally you hit warp speed.
Yeah.
And God alive, did he, mate? Like
time stood still when he was running.
Yeah, no, it did.
Was just unbelievable.
I mean, did you see the wing? Did you see the winger chasing him down for one of his tries? He literally just.
Which one?
He just gave up.
Yeah.
Like he was just like.
No, you got it right.
What a waste of time.
You.
What a waste of time.
The thing is, it's like that's like when you play sevens. If they're through, you ain't catching them.
No, absolutely not.
Catch your breath, have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And restart and go again. But I mean,
what about talk to me? Right, all-round performance from Scotland, because obviously there were great moments. There were lots of tries scored.
Yeah.
Great kicking off the tee.
Yeah.
Great kicking off the tee. Well, there's never a problem there, really, is there, for Scotland?
Ben Healy, mate, he was phenomenal. I mean, obviously, magician Finn Russell weren't playing, but Ben Healy as it sounds so bad. I don't want to say stepping in. Do you know what I mean? But he's had that opportunity to. I
think it shows that Scotland are creating depth in Scottish rugby generally.
Stuff they didn't have before, did they?
Yeah, generally. If you lost Andrew Hogg, what were you going to do? And I think now they've got the depth, they've got the numbers, they've got the interest in Scotland as a whole for lads to want to play rugby. They've made rugby desirable.
Yeah.
And that's exciting.
That's what it was. It was exciting rugby. And I don't want to use this term again, training game. But, it's when you're running in 84 points, and they didn't look tired or bad.
No.
Or there was no downfall to that performance from that Scotland team.
And I think what we need to take away from this as well, because the backs had a field day.
Yeah.
What everybody needs to remember is that when the backs have a field day, it's a hard day for the forwards.
Oh yeah, because they're creating all the fast ball for them.
Yeah, you've got to be on side all the time. You've got to hit the rocks fast to get that ball back. You've got to make sure you're maintaining structure while the backs are out raving.
Yeah.
The forwards are the designated drivers on that particular day, and the backs are out with the glow sticks, just having an absolute. Well, yeah, but it's true though, isn't it? Because let's be fair, right? As a forward, and you as a forward, when your backs have an opportunity, like Scotland backs had on the weekend, it makes for a very long 80 minutes as a forward.
Oh, just
because they want set piece ball, they want great rucking, they want great mauling, they need pinpoint accurate line outs. The scrums have to be steady, strong, tough. And for the forwards to do that for 80 minutes
it's hard graft.
Is a hard game. Sometimes it's nice for the forwards to have a bit of a sludgy, wet ball sort of game because
it slows it down for
them. It slows it down a little bit, and especially for your back three.
Yeah.
Because they're working overtime.
Yeah.
They're working overtime on that game.
Yeah.
Great to have to see that Scotland didn't have to put 60 minutes of defence in.
Yeah.
It was nice for them to be able to just trudge forward,
run right,
go on a march.
Yeah.
And I think the forwards, any team in the world would have had a battle on the hands that day.
Yeah,
with the forwards.
I mean, they were. I mean, I think there's 3 South Africans in that team just in the forwards pack alone. But I mean, we won't talk about that.
What can I say?
No, they're not good enough to get in the South African team, so they go for the Scottish
Can
team.
I drink this
Yeah,
on here?
yeah,
Is that all right?
Fine, yeah. It's been a hard day, guys. You've got to have a beer.
It's been rough. So yeah, I think that maybe the Southern Hemisphere dynamic brings an aspect of structure and rigidity
it's a different way of playing
to the pack.
Though. So I think that so they come over and they play for England, Scotland, Wales, whoever.
Yeah.
Right? Notoriously, England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland, anybody like that, is forwards dominated. Always has been.
Always has been.
Mauling, rucking, set piece, scrums, line-outs. Always has been.
Yeah.
You get people. It's like look at coaches.
Yeah.
Different coaches. Look at Gatland. Comes over, different dynamic. Eddie Jones for England when he came over, different dynamic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Gregor Townsend, being Scottish born and bred, has brought that dynamic without being a Southern Hemisphere coach, but he's got Southern Hemisphere players, so they understand it.
Yeah, and I think Gregor Townsend sort of epitomises, the Braveheart kind of
freedom.
Yeah, but sort of. Yeah, I think that when it comes, the Scots are a proud people. They're proud of where they come from, and it's great to see a homegrown coached player take on that role and knock it out the park.
Yeah, 100%.
He's the way he's set up that squad for this World Cup has been 2-3 years.
Oh yeah, he started from scratch, didn't he?
climbing the mountain.
100%.
And now we're nearly there.
Yeah,
we're nearly there. And absolutely, just a great game to watch. It was just nice to sit down with a beer and just go, great, ace. It's about time. It's about time that we've seen the talent that's out there, the depth of the talent, the skill set. Like you said, stuff that you can't teach, stuff that you're born with. Instinct. Stuff, to see the personal ability come out in a game, to be able to do that and maybe not have to follow the game plan to the letter. And that's what happened. It was great. No, I was really chuffed for them. I think the pack did great. I think as a unit, as a whole 15 or as a whole 33. Because did everybody get on? Did everybody get get a run out?
I believe so.
I think so. And great for players that don't often get a run out.
Yeah.
To be able to go out and not only go out and maybe do the last 10 minutes of a game that you get hammered in, to go out with a bit of a buzz about you and feed off the energy of what's happening. Go out and just let rip. Marvelous. Some great. I mean, I think the back row, 6, 7, and 8 for Scotland on the weekend. I'm not taking anything away from the tight 5. Fantastic game. They all did. I mean, the really, like I said, the set piece work from the tight 5 was brilliant.
Yes.
Clinical.
Agreed.
Executed perfectly.
Very much.
Well done to the forwards coaches for Scotland.
And I think as forwards, previous forwards, that's what we look at. It's fantastic seeing your Darcy Grahams and running for tries, seeing these lines.
Exciting rugby, yeah.
But as a forward, you look at a scrum and go, what's a good scrum? You look at
a definitely.
He got it off the fingertips.
Yeah. He twisted him in, he turned him in there. Yeah, no, exactly.
All that sort of stuff. I mean, that's what we look at. But
VP now. Yeah. Right. I don't know, how old is he? Because I feel like he's been around for like 200 years.
Well, he looks old. No offence, but
no, but I don't know. But
I got no idea.
When you talk about scrumming capability and technique over years and years and years, but he's like a rock. He turns people into a pretzel. He just goes in and just beats them up. I think as a full team performance, probably the highlight of me for that week.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Ooh,
Yeah, because
wow.
I've backed Scottish rugby for a while.
Yeah.
And I always think, they were so hard done to is not the right phrase, but you know what I mean. It's always been a lose it in the last 5 minutes of the game, or lost it by 3, or they've always been there or thereabouts, but never quite managed to execute the wins. And now the wins are coming, and they're coming thick, and they're coming fast, and it's exciting rugby. I mean, some of the hits. Jesus, like there was some massive hits going in.
Car crashes, bro. Car crashes, mate.
So hats off to Scotland.
Yeah, no, I agree. They were clinical, strong in defence. Attack was...
Yeah.
We can't talk enough about it. It was just sensational.
I cannot wait to see them take it to Ireland.
Oh.
Because there's two bonuses here, right?
Bro.
There's two bonuses. One on a rugby level and one on a personal level. Okay.
Yeah.
If Scotland go out there and swords swinging, right?
Imagine the scenes.
Yeah.
The scenes, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And if they can cause a major upset, the biggest upset in the World Cup.
Yeah,
right?
being
it will.
World ranked number 1 side in the world, who have beaten SA.
Yeah.
And Scotland come in and just gone, see ya.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Or the other thing happens that they come in, they play the best team in the world.
Yeah.
They play the game of their life. It's probably one of the greatest games to watch if it goes that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a beaten up Ireland team.
Yeah.
That may come out of it with a couple of injuries. I mean, I don't wish injuries on anybody.
No,
I don't.
Of course not.
But I think, like I've said before, when you play against Scotland, you've played against them.
Yes.
You hurt the next day.
It's just...
It's a physical, brutal, old school thrashing, isn't it? Yeah.
Old school.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I think that, I think that they can create some problems for Ireland in the next round.
It'll be interesting.
It will be interesting.
I cannot wait.
Can you wait? Yeah, I mean, look, for the rugby lovers out there, they're going to know what we're talking about. It is going to be a battle royal for the Northern Hemisphere team.
Oh, huge, yeah.
Whoever comes out on top of this.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say it, England's had an easy ride, okay? They've had an easy ride through to the next round. I mean, if they couldn't win that group, hang your boots up, mate. Take up golf. Right? I know most of them play golf. And I love watching England play.
You're such a liar!
No, I do. I've got England jersey and everything. I'm a massive supporter of English rugby.
You can't sit there and tell me you're excited by the way England are playing at the minute.
No.
There we go.
I'm not excited. It's not that I'm not excited by the way that they're playing, because it's great to see the wins. It's great to have that momentum going through into the next round. And I think they've been able to iron out a lot of creases that they had coming into the World Cup, answer a lot of questions about players in positions, that sort of thing. I think they've had a great opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
And I think they've shown glimpses of what they can be.
Yeah.
I don't feel that there's the energy around the team that there should be. I don't feel that Mario Itoje is on fire like he was at the last World Cup.
Again, no.
I don't.
No.
There's certain aspects to the game that I'm not hugely impressed with.
Yeah.
As a whole, solid performances.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about them now.
No.
So
that was a tangent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just off the cuff. But.
Yeah, I think, firm 6.5, 7 out of 10s.
Yeah.
Fine. I think I'm more excited about Scottish Rugby Union as a whole.
Yeah.
As a whole. Club level, school level, however it's going to go. I feel like the performances they're putting in are going to open up more doors for funding, sponsorship, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but that's... right, that's another topic. But, yes, doorways to open up that stuff need to happen more.
And I feel like with the team that they've got now, right, every top international team, as a youngster watching rugby, you have your heroes.
Of course you do.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I think now Scotland have that. I think the youngsters watching are going to have their favourite players in the team. They can't wait to see X, Y, Z come out on the pitch and do their thing.
Yeah.
And for me, that's exciting.
Yeah. My takeaway, yes, that is going to be exciting. I want to see how they get on against Ireland. Can they get to the quarterfinals? Because it can happen. See, your face is it all. Do you know what I mean? It's. Can it happen?
I'm not a betting person, but if you are a betting person and you want to make ridiculous winnings. Yeah, but right, okay.
Yeah.
If you were to walk down to any bookies now and you were going to put a bet on Scotland to beat Ireland, what would the odds be? I don't know what it is.
I got no idea.
But it would be in Ireland's favour.
Of course it would, yeah.
Okay. I believe with a huge amount of forwards pressure and the talent that Scotland have got in the back, in the backs, if they can keep Ireland pinned in their own half and 22, somehow this could be the upset of the century.
Could you imagine?
I dare to imagine.
Mate, it gives me goosebumps.
I know, it's exciting. It is exciting. It is exciting. So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, that is going to be, for me, that's going to be the game next week. That's going to be the one that I sit down and you know, with no interruptions. Yeah. And
that's hard having kids, by the way.
Yeah. And a full-time job.
You know how that happens.
Yeah, and a full-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will firmly be supporting Scotland in that game.
We'll have to revisit that.
I've put it out there.
Huge.
You do realise that I've now admitted to being a Scotland fan and a New Zealand fan.
Yes.
And I am a South African.
Are you though?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You don't feel like a South African to me now,
mate,
bro.
Dude, if a dog's born in a barn, it doesn't make it a horse. Okay?
Sorry. Tickle me pink. That's
joke. So yeah, are we wrapping Scotland up?
3 words about the Scotland game. Go.
Destiny.
Yeah.
Talent.
Mm-hmm.
And performance.
Very good.
Right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Guys, thank you for tuning in again for episode 4. This has been Scotland versus Romania. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification button to see us every week.
And even if you don't agree, because I know a lot of you out there won't, even if you don't agree and you want to hurl abuse at me, that's absolutely fine. Because I know that I'm hugely opinionated in what I say. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm right in what I'm saying. That's my opinion. That's my takes on the games. Yeah. That's my views. You know, if you want to click onto these that we do, and you think, well, he's talking a load of whatever. Well done. You feel free.
Yeah.
Absolutely feel free. Everybody's got their opinion. It's not necessarily you're right, I'm right. That's the greatest thing about rugby. Rugby transcends race, religion.
That's it.
Everything. Because all it comes down to is 80 minutes.
80 minutes on the field where animals on the pitch, gentlemen off the pitch.
100%.
Best way to describe it. Best way. Guys, thank you
for tuning in for the next one.
We'll see you soon.
Ta-da.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.